What's up, everybody? It's Brandon, and this is the Box Office Banter Boys.
A little different opening than normal.
I don't fucking know, guys. This is Box Office Banter. This is... Oh, dude, I was looking at this.
Dude, me too.
And I was about to be like, here's Rodney, you're not Rodney, as it's flip-flop the other way. But Tyler, Josh, Rodney, Brandon, welcome to the fucking show. We're here to talk about The Big Lebowski, if you didn't know. That it was a little rhyming ditty for you, unintentional. Do you want to take some...
What did you rhyme?
What did I rhyme?
Yeah.
I don't even remember now. We can review the tape if we need to. As far as Banter Buddies go, it is one of our new moderators on the page.
Look at the camera, not the laptop.
Dude, I can't help myself. I don't even realize I'm doing it. It's like a mental thing. Okay, anyways.
You look fine.
Yeah, my head's just
You
like
look
this the
great.
whole time. You look great, dude. Like you got the
Just look at
largest crick in your neck ever. Did you sleep on that, Ron? It's like, no. Anyways, Zach Sterwalt, as my eyes go back this way, new moderator for Box Office Banner Movies. God, I look like a dumb son of a bitch doing this, didn't I? Thanks for calling that out.
You're welcome.
Box Office Banner Movies, our group. We're almost to 400 members, so slam that fucking invite button, guys. And if you get to 500, you get a free fucking Blu-ray, dude. I know you want that shit.
Couple 4Ks in
Of
there.
your choice, pretty much.
Exactly. Only what we decided for you.
We might
There's a
write
list of movies.
We might write a little note to you as well and just slip it in there.
Yeah. Thanks for...
If you want a note from us.
Yeah.
Maybe
Appreciate
some
your
stickers.
support, Michael. If your name's Michael. Anyways,
No, we're gonna put Michael regardless if it was
yes,
going.
it don't matter, dude. We're all Michaels in our own way, right? Anyways, but Zach Sterwalt, dude, we just made him the moderator. And he's now the moderator, as I just said, and I'll repeat that again. Essentially, man, like, he's just been a good follower of us so far, and beyond that, man, like, I think he can take on that moderator job, dude, help us wrangle up them fucking 400 members if we can get there. And overall, he's just been a good friend of the show so far, so had to show him some love. But again, join that fucking group, guys. Any news we want to talk about, Rodney? Hopefully you didn't forget this time. You're sitting there like, I'm not trying to do that. I don't even know.
December
what beer I'm
15th is a special day, and Tenet releases on VOD, which is pretty awesome. So go rent it or buy it. It's a great movie.
Tell us
Watch
what
it.
VOD stands for, Rodney.
Videos on demand.
Nice. I was waiting for you to be like, I'm like, how do you not know this? Okay. I really don't have much. I saw that there's we were just covering Nightmare on Elm Street. There's a Nightmare on Elm Street
2.
There is. That's a fact. I love that movie. Thanks for that. Anyways, now that we all know that, compliments of Rodney, we would have never known. Nightmare on Elm Street has this like Power Rangers crossover with the comics. Have y'all heard about this shit?
No.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Have you seen Have you heard about this
Have you seen
nonsense?
this? Have you heard about this?
I mean, I'm just trying to wrap my head around. I know it's a comic book, it's not a movie, but it has to do with Freddy Krueger. We just covered all things Freddy Krueger essentially, and it's just like the Power Rangers versus Freddy Krueger. Part of me's like, kind of stupid shit is this? And the other part of me is like, take my fucking money. Like, I gotta see where this goes.
It sounds fake.
It does. It sounds unreal. I wish I probably should have read into this more, but I think that somebody said something about Hellraiser was in it, so I don't know if they mean Pinhead.
Sounds like it'd be worth a lot of money in like 50 years. The comic
Oh,
book.
dude, it's gonna fucking, here in about 20 years, they're gonna make a movie about it.
Well, what about like
For
the
sure.
Dream Warriors, and if he gets into a battle with all the Power Rangers in their dreams, where they can be like whatever they want,
Or
Freddy
he like
has no chance.
he overcomes them and like does some weird like possession type shit, like he did with Jesse in part 2, and he has them go up against the Dream Warriors. That's probably the fucking plot. I'm probably just coming up with the plot right now, and the Dream Warriors get their ass
Yeah, but these
kicked.
are also the Power Rangers.
like
so-
Tommy by himself, just like roundhouse kicking all of them, dude.
Who's your favorite Power Ranger?
I don't know. One of the girls, probably pink. No, yellow. Maybe no.
One of the girls, huh? All right, here's my piece
Power
on
Rangers
this.
were always cute.
Tommy can
Girls
go
were.
suck a dick, dude. People forget. Tommy, now that the Power Rangers are on full blast here, what is with Tommy coming in and stealing Jason's thunder? Everybody thinks Tommy was like the main guy. Jason was the dude, and then I know where here comes this guy playing his little douche flute, and then as he's playing the douche flute, they defeat him, and afterwards they're like, hey, not only do you I know he was taken over by something, but he was an enemy, and they're just like, you want to come join the Power Rangers? And also, Jason, get to the back, this guy's cooler than you. And then Jason's over here like, what the fuck? And the Red Ranger ain't the main guy anymore.
Dude.
I'm pro Red Ranger.
Which one
Who are
was
y'all
Tommy the
talking about?
white
Did
Ranger?
you not watch Power? He's the Green
I
Ranger,
did.
The Green
originally,
Ranger,
and then he
yeah.
turned white.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that was actually an epic fight scene. I remember that fight scene
Yeah.
actually.
Dude, come on now. And then next thing you know, like, oh, you guys will not only have me, even though I was the enemy. Come on. You know the voices they do. But not only that, Triceratops, whatever the fuck he was. And it's just like, this guy's your leader now? He was Captain Dickhead last season. What is going on? I don't know if Jason was like leaving the show or something, but you're still my boy, Jason. Red Ranger all the way. What were you? Did you even answer? Did you even watch Power Rangers?
Yeah, but I don't remember any of their names or
Oh
anything.
my god, dude!
I just remember like they would like
It's morphin' time.
they'd come together and become
Go,
like a
go,
big
Power
transformer.
Rangers.
Oh, they do like this shit.
And they're all in their like little cubicles. Just that's all I really remember.
Did you watch the new one, the remake
No.
or reboot or whatever?
No. Is it good?
It's not bad. It's not a bag of trash, but it's not.
Why are you looking at me like that, Brandon?
I'm
like you're
judging you.
Yeah, you're judging.
I'm
me.
judging you. I'll be honest.
Sorry, guys. I'm not the biggest.
You've never let out like a Triceratops.
Probably when I was a kid.
Me and Remy used to do that in the supermarket. Like people would be like looking at like ramen calories, and we just be like Triceratops. Dude, that's a go-to
I'm
move,
sorry.
bro. God dang it! You think you know something?
Well, you don't know anything about Harry Potter,
Well, for good reason.
Yeah.
The Power Rangers,
which is
would
more
kill.
popular,
Harry
Harry
Potter's
Potter or
Oh,
Power
come on,
Rangers?
dude. Power Rangers would kick them wand slanging bitch ass. Don't even get me started on her Heine and them. I'm not doing all
Harry
that.
Potter on a Nimbus 2000 cannot be beat.
Dude, I still remember being.
If y'all know that, what I'm saying.
I don't know shit. I actually read the first 5 books, but like you with the Power Rangers, nothing
Yeah.
registered because I didn't like the movies. I legitimately remember being at the theater with Scott Swade and him out of nowhere, like it was fucking completely quiet, and him out of nowhere being like, I think I'm gonna go jack off in my car. Like that's how bored he was. He was like,
Dude, if he watches this, he's probably like, "What the fuck, dude?
oh, he can get
Why
over
you
it.
under the
throw me
bus."
under the bus? I didn't say that."
Scott won't give a fuck. And
Yeah,
if not,
true,
his
Scott.
Muay Thai ass will come over here and kick me. It is what it is.
One time he fought Kearney and he made Kearney throw up.
Oh, that's hilarious. I remember always being with like either of them, and they're always like, "We're gonna meet," and it never happened. But-
Well, it finally happened, and Scott made Cody throw up.
yeah,
But
okay.
Kearney would fight anybody, but Scott just trained.
the
Scott was
fucking
good.
windmill arms, dude.
Okay,
Oh, man.
done with the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You want to hear about our friends? No, yeah. But Power Rangers, man, gotta love them. And then other than that, we've kind of been covering some TV lately. The same people that did the Michael Jordan, as I'm looking at this
I
again.
know.
It's
I
like
was gonna
fucking
bring it
curse,
up.
dude. The same people that did the Michael Jordan, I guess 30 for
Documentary.
30,
The Last
whatever,
30 by 30.
documentary.
The
but
Last Dance.
it's a 10-part docu-series, The Last Dance.
Is it going to be this long for Stone Cold?
I don't know.
I
All
hope
I
so.
know
I
is that,
hope so.
dude, oh my God. I'm all over that. I know if you're a wrestling fan, I mean, come on, dude. People like movies, love wrestling. It goes hand in hand. I'm lying. I'm saying for you to be like, what? I don't know how true that is, Brandon. But yes, that is coming. So that'll be cool. Sean Connery died. That happened. R.I.P. to that man.
Yeah, that sucks.
That definitely sucked. I'm trying to think of what other.
He was 90, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's what I was
He was
telling
old.
Rodney, man. I was like, dude, it makes sense that he died because he was that old, but there's something about Sean Connery. He just has like an aura about him where you're just like, Sean
invincible.
Connery died? Like, he would never die.
He probably had a pretty good life.
Yeah.
Almost
Living
like you
up
were
to Mike.
disappointed in him. Like, you were like, not my Sean Connery. My Sean Connery would never do that. He would not succumb to death. Are you kidding me? But yeah, that was a rough one. Any other news, guys, other than that?
I don't think so.
AMC might be going bankrupt, so keep your eyes and ears on
and then I
that.
thought he was going and he's going to say it again. I was like, dude, both of y'all are way off right now. Yeah, and, I mean, it's just slim pickings these days on news, guys. That's kind of why
That's why we talked about Power Rangers for 5 minutes.
Hey, dude, I'm always ready for some Power Rangers talk. Don't even get me started.
I think we're ready to jump into.
They have
Big
Dino
Lebowski,
Nuggets
though.
at Kroger.
The what?
All right, we're good. Ready?
Yeah.
Big Lebowski time.
Mr. No Notes, what you got
want
to
me- you want
say?
me to hit
about it?
record?
Go for it, dude.
Hit record.
Don't hit, I was about to say, if you did not hit record,
Stops the
I'm about to
recording.
swing on you, fool. What is this? Call up Scott Swade.
I love
Got-
the Big Lebowski, though.
I think I say I love Scott Swade.
It's such a good movie.
It is a very good movie.
Well, let's jump into
Let's
it.
go.
Let's just do
It's
it.
like, all right, guys, that's a Big Lebowski. Hope you enjoyed the show. We're
It
gonna
is
try
a
to make
good
it a little
movie.
shorter.
Go watch it.
I'm gonna start with
Spoiler alert if you have not seen the movie, by the way.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Definitely
Yeah, I
spoiler
mean,
alert.
it came out in 1998, so
Well, we're
probably should
trying.
watch
This
it.
is
It's
kind of
one
like
of
a
the
reference for
funniest
people to watch it too.
movies.
So.
Yeah, I mean, definitely watch it. It's hilarious. But let me just start. The opening scene, you just get a vibe from the dude. He's in that store
Supermarket.
in a robe and flip flops, and he's getting milk. And he opens the milk to taste the milk before he buys it. And then he goes to the cash register and buys it by writing a check. For 69 cents. That's what I
Wow.
love about
That
the
definitely-
dude.
That
Definitely
is
set the
dude
tone.
material.
And also with Sam Elliott narrating it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great choice to have him narrate the movie.
Dude, I'm telling you, and it seemed like there was like a cue for Sam Elliott too, where like every time he came on, at least the first couple times, they like queued up the oldies music before he came on. I thought that was kind of cool.
I didn't know he was a narrator.
Really, as soon as I
Until,
heard that
like,
voice, I was
later.
like, I know that voice from
Immediately.
anywhere.
The Stranger is what they have him on IMDb as. I was like, okay.
It's like, is he there? Is he not there? Is he a ghost? What is this? It's
Yeah,
great.
and then
Very self-aware.
something else with Sam Elliott narrating it, because what he's saying during when he's narrating that at the beginning, like really makes no sense.
Yeah,
and it's
I was-
kind of the same thing as the whole movie.
Just
like
a
the whole
random
movie
story.
is just a bunch of things that happen almost for no reason that are just piled together, and they don't go back and really touch on any of it. But somehow it works. Like this movie makes it work somehow. Other movies do that. People say it's a waste of time, whatever. But this movie, like it works.
I'll tell you why it works.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
The Coen brothers. As simple as
Every
that.
single time.
Simple as that. They just know how to deliver on those like oddball, almost like dramedies. They have a little bit of darkness to them. You could forget you're watching a comedy for a second, just the way it's filmed and the way it's done. And then out of nowhere, you're like, oh yeah, this movie's fucking hysterical. They just have that perfect balance. They know how to just teeter-tot that perfectly, man. They really
can
do.
also be very, very intense. No Country for
Old
Old
men, the best
Yeah.
of their filmography, I would say.
Yeah, very good.
And then before we start getting into scenes and stuff, let's talk about the cast and the what's the word I'm looking for?
Crew.
How they all gelled together.
Cameraman.
What's the word?
The
Oh,
chemistry.
Chemistry. Yes,
Chemistry.
the
I said it
chemistry
first.
of
I did.
I get it. No.
Said it in my
of
head.
Review the
like
tape, review the tape.
Steve and John and
Donnie.
well, I was talking of their actor
The
names.
actor
Jeff.
names.
Jeff
Oh,
Bridges.
yeah.
Jeff Bridges, the way they gel together and fucking
Oh,
perfect.
The
Walter-
casting.
Yes, the casting
Flawless.
was great throughout this movie.
I can't see anybody else as any of these characters.
Yes, exactly.
You
They-
can't. Who else could play Walt like John Goodman?
There's
He
no
steals
way.
the
Who else
show.
could play the dude like Jeff Bridges?
I mean,
Perfect.
There's no way around it. Even Donnie, dude, and his subtleness. Like Steve Buscemi just nailed it.
I picture like Rob Schneider could probably play that too.
Yeah.
Ronnie's
Rodney's
favorite.
favorite
actor.
What about Jesus, though?
Oh
Yes.
my
Oh
god.
yeah.
John Turturro playing Jesus is perfect. 100%. And his intro to this movie, flawless. Dude, the purple jumpsuit,
Yeah.
licking the bowling ball. I mean, everything about it was so flawless, and I'm just...
When they're cleaning the bowling ball.
Dude, it's so random, too. There's such a serious conversation. And then, dude, yeah.
Sneaky
I
tech.
love
And
it.
then the Jesus is a pedophile in the movie. I don't know if you caught that
Yeah.
reference that they were. I don't know if they
Pederast.
if they threw that in there on purpose, but 8-year-olds. Walter said something like that.
Did 6 months in Chino for exposing himself to an 8-year-old.
And
Go
then,
around door to door.
and then what was the
sucks.
the spin-off movie they made? with
Jesus
him?
Jesus
Rolls.
Rolls.
Did you see
Has
that?
anybody
I haven't
seen
watched it.
I've heard it's atrocious.
I heard
Yeah,
it was
it's
terrible.
26 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
It
That's
seems
bad.
like it would be kind of bad.
Yeah, like I don't know how like The Big Lebowski was kind of like lightning in a bottle in a way. Like later, like how can a movie about fucking bowling, not fucking bowling, but fucking bowling, like how can it
Kingpin.
be? I mean, yeah, you can maybe throw like one off, but like how can a movie about bowling be this interesting? Like that's like a dime a dozen, dude. Like I mean, you can only match that kind of thing. I think it's more lightning in a bottle than anything. So I could see the disaster on it. Came a little late too. You know, this movie's been out for how many years? But I still
22.
wasn't expecting it to
Yep.
be
Quick maths.
like that.
Good job.
dude. To be that low. Like I was already worried about seeing it, but now it's like, ooh, those reviews, dude. And I don't even know if it's like out. Like what is going on?
Oh,
dude?
it's out.
2020.
It's,
I saw a preview for it, and that's all.
no, it released and everything. I'm pretty sure you can get it on
What movie is this? The Jesus?
Jesus
one?
Rolls.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Oh,
of
so they
Nazareth.
recently
It's a
just
spin-off.
made it.
Yeah.
The preview I watched on YouTube said it came out. The preview did 9 months ago.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So I
did
don't
come
know
out.
when the
Jesus
movie came
Rolls.
out.
I think it might have hit Blu-ray actually
Yeah, it's right
when we
here.
talked about it, but it just got.
$15 at a 21% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And what is the IMDb? I think it was like below 5 last time I looked at
Was
it.
it?
Yeah, I was like, it was like a 4.8. I think I
Dude,
could be making this up in my mind,
You
but I
have
was like,
to
wow.
try. You have to try to get that low of a score.
See, now the thing is too, you got the highest of expectations going into that kind of flick.
Following, yeah.
And at the time when I looked at it, it was forever ago. I don't think it came out yet, so it's probably only playing in select theaters. So it might have been like 8 people viewed it with
It
those
didn't release
high
wide.
high expectations. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like,
4.3.
yeah, see, it's low as shit. I don't know how many people it is, but now that it's been released,
It just said 4.3.
that's a bad. Just the whole movie is just them doing the thing Tyler was talking about, licking bowling balls. It's like, man, that works good as a side character, but we got an hour and 50 of this.
Dude,
I-
I should have made a movie about Walter.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that would have been. Well,
Anti-Semite.
I don't know if they could get away with that shit these days though, because the way he was, dude, like it. I don't think
Dude,
they
he
can.
could. Yeah, he's a
There's too many
People are
crybabies
so
nowadays.
sensitive
he's a
nowadays.
military veteran that just does military
Off the
veteran
rails,
crazy
dude.
stuff.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
People would get mad about the Shama Sharad thing,
Oh.
dude. Like him saying that he wasn't Jewish
day
until he
arrest.
met what was her name, Cynthia or whatever.
His wife.
Yeah, and then he's like, I can still be the same Jew even after she's gone.
The thing I love about Walter is it don't matter the situation. He's just ready to turn it up to 11.
Oh yes,
Every time.
So quick.
It's the most, even the fucking situation, they're at a bowling alley, dude. It's a league, okay. But they're sitting there and he's like, you crossed the line. And he's
Oh,
like
yeah.
losing his mind. And he's got his Pomeranian on deck, dude, which that's like a rule. Always bring your Pomeranian to bowling night, dude. Got to. It's a must. But for him to come up and he's like, no, dude. Market 8, dude. And he's like, no, market 0. And he's just over there like, are you kidding me right now? He's like, and the dudes, of course, being the dudes, trying to calm it down. Like, hey, man, calm down. It's not that big of a
Chill,
deal.
man.
It's just a game. He's like, no, it's not just a game. This is our league. This depends on if we go forward or not. He's like, all right, so market 0. Next thing you know, he's pulling out a fucking Glock. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I know it's a league, but
Takes
holy
his
shit.
bowling serious.
And then he's chill after that, though. He's like, that's all I want to
Well, you know shit was gonna get serious with him when he said, "You're about to be in a world of pain." Every single time something stupid happened next.
Dude, I'm talking every single scene. He found a way to turn it up to 11.
Yeah, he
Even if
did.
it was him and Donnie talking, like you said, like shut the fuck up, Donnie. Like it just fucking. He had to turn it up to 11, and I guess it was the war, and it had to come back to the war every time, and he always had to ruin everything.
Yeah, when they're sitting in like the coffee shop or whatever.
Yeah.
And he blows up and the dude leaves and he's like, I'm gonna sit here and finish my coffee.
Oh yeah, they're talking about Bunny's toe.
Yeah.
he's like, it wasn't her toe, man. He's like, I can get you a toe by 3 p.m.
It's just a toe, dude. Like, well, then whose
Toe.
toe is it, Walter?
It ain't hers. I can get you a toe by 3 p.m. with nail polish on it.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. It's always downplaying or going up. There's like no fucking in between with him. He fucking
0 or 100.
He destroyed what he thought was that kid's car, dude. That was fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, the Corvette.
The
Yeah.
kid's looking from the
It's the
window or
neighbor's
whatever.
car.
And then
Dude,
what
he thought
happened?
he was so
Yeah.
This is
right,
what happens
dude.
when you fuck a stranger in the
Yes.
ass. And he's
Over
just
and
screaming that in the
over
street.
And then, of course, he gets the dude in trouble.
Every time.
Every time. And the
But
dude's
I'm a
like, no,
sucker
that's
for
not
movies
his
like
car,
that.
man.
Yeah, and then the guy goes to like smash his beat up car that's just
I'm going to
trash.
kill your car.
He's like, dude, that's my car.
But what'd they get, though, after it? That in and out, dog. There's up there
Yeah.
grubbing in the car. And I love how there's, like, no conversation. It's almost like the dude's just like, it is what it is. And
That's how he lives his
And
life,
Walter's
man.
just like, and I think there's a slight but like good message in this movie too, low key, because you look at the dude, man.
Don't
even
pee on
though
people's carpets, right?
Yeah,
that
for
too, which I also want to get to that real quick. Do you know who one of the what the fuck's his name? Treehorn or whatever. His two henchmen.
I've seen the one dude. He's on one of the like crime shows or whatever.
Yeah, the-
NCIS or something.
The dude not the dude. You gotta watch throwing that word
The
around
man.
because you're gonna think that's a character. The man with the longer hair
Oh.
that's like, hey, Lebowski, and he's like the one that's dunking him in there, and he's just like, where's this at? And he's just like, well, let me go in there a little deeper and I'll find it. That guy that's like dunking him right there. He plays in so many shows.
Dexter.
Like, yeah, you're gonna be like, holy shit, yeah, Dexter, dude. He was Rita's ex-husband that Dexter set up. That's him. That's
Yeah.
him. He's the devil in Supernatural. He was in Lost.
He's in a
You're
lot
talking
of
about the
like
blonde-haired
random
yeah,
things.
that's
yeah.
him. Yeah, it's weird when you watch.
You'll
it
have
again,
to see
you'll be able
it.
see it. You'll be
See
like,
his
oh
face
shit.
again.
Yeah, he looked a little different when he was younger.
You got the Germans too. There's the middle German guy, or the one that was like the leader of the crew. He's
Oh, the
Prison
nihilist.
He's
What-
from
yeah,
prison.
dude.
He's from Prison Break.
He's like the
he's in a
fucking
lot
nihilist,
of
Donnie. They
shit.
ain't gonna do anything. You ain't worry about shit. Next thing you know,
that tall German was the guy from Die Hard that John McClane killed with
Hans
that
Gruber?
he hung him. Huh? No, not
I'll
Hans Gruber.
fuck you.
Hans Gruber's
That
still
dude's
alive
just
out
saying
there.
that over and over again.
Has to
He's
be.
gonna make no.
He
actually,
lived
never
through
mind.
that.
I was gonna say he'd make a comeback, but rest in peace,
I'm pretty sure it's done and over with, bro.
Professor Snape.
But no, what I was gonna say before I thought about that is there is like a balance to this. Like it's one of those things that there is a seriousness to these movies with the Coens, but there is a thing where when you really look into it, man, it shows you that like wealth isn't everything. Because you see, even though the Lebowski's going through a lot of shit, but that kind of only paints the picture home a little more. He's paying 69 cents on a check for Bill. He's got a shithead friend, but he's just chill. Even though he's got all these problems, it's almost like he's content and doesn't have these problems.
everybody
And then,
loves him.
And then you see the actual Lebowski with all the money. He's
billionaire.
fucking billionaire, crippled. He's screaming. He looks just bent out of shape. Nothing's going his way. He's always angry, almost like Walter. And it's just completely, I like how they completely took these Lebowskis and made them completely
Polar
different
opposites.
ends of the spectrum. And the one that's like broke, low key, just seems way more content with life.
But they are the same.
Because he was
Yeah.
really broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. I'm from base value.
Yes.
Like what they're
Don't
doing in the
don't
movie.
judge a book by its cover, type of a thing.
Yeah,
Just
that.
because it looks like he has money,
Yeah, that whole
somebody
thing.
might not.
And I like how it came full circle too with like the henchmen guys that came over for Treehorn. How he's like comes back and he's like, "This time we're really here for you, Lebowski." And he's like, "We wouldn't mess it up. Well, you think we're dumb or something?" And they literally just were messed it up from being dumb. I like how they brought that full circle. But yeah, man, some great shit.
this is a good movie.
It's a
Very
great
good.
movie.
We haven't touched on, I think we were saying, one of our favorite scenes.
Yeah, I got some more stuff up here. I just want to let somebody else
Which,
run with it for a little bit.
before we get to that, when Donnie dies, like they don't really make a big deal about that at all.
sucks
that
Like
he
dies,
it's
though.
it's funny how they just kind of blow over it, and then
Blow
he-
over. That's a nice
and then
word
Walter-
considering what happens.
Walter's
Blows
sitting
over his
there.
Face.
Walter's sitting there holding him, talking like he's in the war or whatever. He's like, "We got help choppering in, man!" Like he's fucking in Nam,
Yeah.
holding Donnie as the camera like zooms out. But then after Donnie dies, and they go to the funeral home or whatever, and they're talking
Which he
about,
also took it to an 11 at the what's it called?
when they're talking about the urn or whatever, and he's like, the cheapest one he's got is like
180
yeah, and they're
bucks.
like, just give us something else. And then the next scene they cut to, and he's in a Folgers fucking coffee can.
They couldn't have spent $180
And
for
then-
their friend, their best friend.
And then Walter's giving his eulogy or whatever, and again, it fucking reverts back to the military and Nam and
What's
stuff.
all this shit
these
about the
guys-
war, man?
All these these guys, good men died. And then he throws the ashes up, and it blows all back on the dude.
Dude, all
Dude,
over
Oh,
him.
that scene was perfect. Just the way there's like little subtle things too, like where he threw it and Walter was kind of like, "Oh shit!" Like he was like wiping off his shoulder, like "Fuck, I got a little bit on my shoulder there." Then he like slowly kind of turns around, and the dude ain't even like lost it yet. I like the creative choice to have him
Yeah.
just like
Chill through it.
in his shades. And then he finally like, "What the fuck, Walter? What was that shit about now?" Like, it's just fucking great, dude.
Yeah, they
Like
base
they botched his fucking death. Like they at least were gonna get him back out in the ocean. And instead he got to rest in peace on Lebowski.
yeah, they pretty much just killed Donnie just for that scene.
I think you're correct.
That's the
correct.
only
Probably.
reason. Like
They probably
they
did.
killed him just for that scene, and the scene is gold.
It is 100%.
Yes.
But again, something that we didn't talk about here. It paints home another aspect of Walter. He turns up to 11, and he also dials shit back. Like nothing's important. Donnie, in a weird way, he didn't necessarily die because of that, because none of the nihilists killed him. But once again, at the hands of Walter being like, this situation ain't going to be anything, Donnie ends up literally dying in the situation that he said it wasn't going to be anything. Now, technically, the nihilists didn't kill him, but it comes at the hands again of like Walter being like, don't worry, we're fine. And then literally he dies. So like, it's always like, this ain't serious, boom. And then when he's being serious, it's when he doesn't need to be serious. So it kind of paints, there's also a bit of that where it just goes with the character too.
What'd y'all think about Julianne Moore's character, though?
She was fucking great, dude. Her accent in that movie is flawless.
I
Dude.
loved
she
it.
nails it.
I could never, I can't put a finger on her if she's, good or bad. Well, until the insemination part where she's like, yeah. It's just,
She plays the
she's in
role
the fetal
perfectly.
position.
dude.
He's like, it's just make it easier to have a baby. He's like, what?
He
Spits his
spits
drink.
out his drink.
Yeah, I
He's
thought she
always
was
got a
great.
drink in his hand throughout the movie. He's always got his White Russian or his oat soda, as he said.
Oh yeah.
Then you got that weird. What is it? What was dude's name that was kicking it with Julianne? And they started
talking about
geeking out on the
laughing
phone
over
or
the
whatever.
phone?
Dude. Shit's
It was so
funny,
cringy, dude.
His laugh was just like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
But it's still funny at the same time.
Good lord, everything with that movie, and dude, those fucking nihilists, dude. And they put the damn ferret in the bathtub with them. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, what kind of torture did they have up their sleeve? And they still got Donnie
The
in a
ferret
weird
can
way.
do some damage in the
Yeah.
water, though.
I know, but it's just like
Right
it's
by
so
your
wild.
balls, too.
He's over there like ah.
I would
That
have
scream he
jumped
had.
right out of the tub. He just sits there, just
Yeah.
pushing it
kicking
away.
back and forth.
And dude, I really liked it. Kind of goes with what you were talking about. Like they add in these things that feel like they shouldn't work, but do. But like the surreal nature of like the times where the dude is like out cold, where he got knocked out, and it's got that. I'm just here to check what my condition is in, or whatever the fuck it is. It's got that song where like there's one part where he blacks out and he's like seeing the bowling ball about to like roll over top of him. Then there's a time he gets knocked out again. And he's like going
Flying over the city.
Yeah, and he's doing that. That's the first time. Then the second time he's like he's bowling and he's like going under the girls with the skirts
yeah.
and all that. Like all of that feels
That
like
was
it
the
should.
roofie one, though.
Yeah.
That's when he got roofied by.
Yeah, but essentially he's knocked out. Like he's in his dream
The
state.
guy's
is what I'm
chasing
saying.
him with the
Wrecked.
giant scissors.
Yeah, he's
Oh
over
my
there like.
God. Which is because they said they were going to cut his dick
Yeah.
off if he didn't give him the money.
Yeah, but those little scenes, like, in the hands of the wrong people, like not the Coens, could be like, what is this? This is just throwing the vibe off, but it somehow
It
just
works.
adds to it, dude. It works so well. I really enjoy it.
What about the scene whenever they're going to make the exchange and Walter pretty much hijacks it?
The whole
and
thing.
then he says,
Always fucking
like-
him over, dude.
he's like, I'm going to bail. He's like, don't bail. And he jumps
a
out with the
Uzi.
Uzi and just hits the ground. And then the Uzi just starts spinning and just starts shooting everything. It just totally messes everything up.
Yeah, he literally. That was
That's
the one
of my.
rule.
That's probably one of my that's my favorite scene in the whole movie. That part.
He filled his suitcase with his underwear or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the end of the movie,
whites.
he tells him, I'm going to need my underwear back. When he sees him in the bowling alley parking lot.
I really thought they were going to be something serious, too.
Yeah.
And then they were
Finally
just
killed the
jokes,
car.
dude. All three of them. Watching them try to fight was, oh, my God. dude.
fucking bites his ear off, dude. Spits it into there.
For like 5 minutes, too. He's just gnawing on his ear.
And I like the fucking dude's reaction when his car's. He's like, "Oh, you finally killed it. Like, thank you." Like it'd been through hell. I mean, he even wrecked it at one point where he dropped the cigarette. That was fucking
They're
funny.
going back to the beginning where he pulls that gun out at the bowling alley, and then they get in their car, just nonchalantly walk into their car. Police show up and everything.
And
But they're
they're
conversating in the car. You know, they're still kind of, I guess, worried about it, but they're like just looking back slow, like, and still conversating.
All the cops
like,
are running in the
dude,
bowling
I'm just
alley.
Like, God, dude, it's so chill.
Dude, I'm saying.
It's that marijuana, I think.
Dude.
The devil's lettuce.
The devil's
I like
lettuce.
when they walk out after they left $1 million in the car, and then they walk
That's
they
smart.
walk out of the bowling alley and they're like, "Where's your car, dude?" And he's like, "You know where my car is? It was stolen." He's like, "No, they probably got towed. It's in the handicap spot." Like, no.
Dude, where's your car, dude? No, seriously, dude, where's your car? That's a perfect segue to
any
that.
other scenes?
Do you all know what the
Anything else?
budget was for this movie?
I have no
Did not.
idea.
You want to take a guess?
Not.
I would
Did
say
you look
like
it up?
20 million.
That's what I was
Close, yeah.
saying. I was literally about to say, I
18.
think 20.
It's 15 million.
What it
You wanna know?
gross?
Worldwide, it grossed 47 million.
Oh, yeah.
I would have thought.
Well, with marketing
man.
costs and shit like that, it probably gained.
Here's a
It probably
question.
profited like 10 million.
But now it's
15.
like kind of sort of like a cult classic. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Oh, it's definitely a cult
Definitely.
classic. I mean, I'm pretty sure it got real
It's
good reviews on
pretty
Rotten Tomatoes,
popular.
though.
I mean, yeah, it's a popular movie, but it still kind of feels like not many people have seen it or know about it.
I think more people I've talked to know about it but haven't seen it.
Yeah, I mean, they've heard about it, but they don't.
I
but
think
the fact
it's-
you're hearing about it makes it a cult classic. you
That's
know?
what I think it is. I think it's a cult classic, but it became a cult classic like a while ago. So
Like
it's like
word
an
of mouth.
older. It's like an older cult classic. It ain't like a cult classic that's happening right now. It's
Like they hear the title and they're like, it just don't seem like something I really want to watch.
yeah, dude.
But dude,
need
it's a
to.
diamond in the
You
rough.
need to
I
watch
looked
it.
up the his coat or whatever that he wears on Amazon because I was going to get one.
His
for
robe?
the
The robe?
house.
The
Well,
robe.
the actual jacket that he's not jacket.
Oh, it's
but-
the brown one. I think?
yeah, the brown. Like, I think
Yeah.
it's wool or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Dude, $270. It was the cheapest one that was like movie.
How did he afford that?
Oh, dude, he's the dude.
Yeah, they
I
said that he wore
I couldn't help
he wore
myself.
most of his clothes like they were his personal clothes that he wore
Oh, really?
through the movie.
I
Yeah.
like his
That's
hoodie
interesting.
that's like ripped down like halfway. Dude, he always looks so homeless. I love it.
Yeah, he still has them clothes according to my sources, which I won't reveal.
Yeah, don't do that. They might get
We don't want
mad.
to throw him under the bus.
I don't want to
We
tell you.
only
what
throw
I'm
our
talking
friends
about.
under the bus.
I talk to Jeff Bridges often.
Okay, I just want to put it out. Fine, I'll say it. I'll say it. Dude, what play were they watching though, dude? That was fucking weird.
With the
I thought-
shadow at first.
Yeah, and John Goodman had like the best reaction. He was just like, after we're done with the what have you, and then he like went back to talking. That was exactly my thoughts in the moment. I was like, damn, I forgot he said that exactly like that because that was my thought. I was like, what the fuck is this? Another thing too, we found out that Metallica is assholes because Jeff Bridges said that to Bob while they were like laying together. He's talking about he did like a
Metallica?
tour with them.
Oh.
Yeah, and I know where he's like, with Metallica, bunch of assholes. And I'm just like, I wonder if that's literally just for jokes in the movie. or like, is there like something to this?
Probably not.
Yeah.
But they
bro.
always, I don't know.
Is
the
it
Coen
something that's
brothers
sad but true? You know what I mean?
Could be.
We were talking
Boom.
with The Wolf of Wall Street how it has the most F words in the movie. The dude says the word man 147 times. That's
Really?
Yeah, it's
one
just
and a
like your
half
opinion,
that's,
man.
That's one and a
I think
half
it's fact.
times a minute, which I knew that's when I started watching. I was like, it doesn't seem like he says man a lot. He says it a
You
lot,
count?
but 147 times it didn't feel like it. But he
What
says
about dude? The word dude.
no, it's just strictly man. They, I asked Jeff. He said that they didn't record that
No,
stat.
okay,
Yeah.
so-
Jeff's a good guy. I've
Yeah,
heard.
he's cool.
yeah, dude, you gotta introduce me to him.
I'll talk to him, see what he has to say.
Jesus,
We
dude.
got anything else to add?
Not that Jesus.
It's a great movie.
There's
Y'all
all
definitely
kinds
need
of
to
things,
watch.
dude. I could keep
Ready
going.
for our give our scores for it?
I suppose.
I mean,
This is tough
I
because
you want to go first?
I
Give your
gave
score.
it 8.5, but honestly, it's like probably 8.7, 8.8 for me.
If it's 8.8, it's got to round up to a 9, buddy.
I know, but I don't want to give my 9 yet.
Shit, I've gave my 1.
It's like an 8.7.4, so it won't go up to an
8.432.
8, 6,
8.
7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
8.5. That's the high. I think that's the highest ranking I've given a movie
Very surprised you like a
on all
movie.
these. Yeah.
To that
I do
degree.
like movies, guys.
Normally it's like it's either this was shit or it was like
Or this
I mean
one's
it was
okay.
all right.
No, dude, I'm a sucker for the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because him and Jeff are so cool. I've been trying to tell him to take that.
Jeff,
It's a
if
biased opinion.
if you're watching this, can I get my Tupperware back?
Oh man,
My mom's been asking about
I heard
that.
about that. But didn't you tell me he stained it with the ravioli? But he said he
Yeah.
scrubbed it. Nah.
He's supposed to give me some more, but
Yeah, you can't retell.
I didn't forget, Jeff.
Yeah, he did. He tells me all the time about
Hey,
it.
Jeff.
That's
So, yeah.
Rodney.
Did you introduce him? No. Okay.
Not
He's just
yet.
being
No,
weird.
no.
Okay. I was about to say. I was like, dude, I've had dibs for
No.
how long?
All right, what's your score, Brandon?
My score is also an 8.5 out of 10.
This
I
is about to be
mean,
crazy.
it's just an amazing comedy, and kind of what I touched on too is just a great movie beyond the comedy. A lot of comedies are just funny. This is funny, but even if the comedy was zapped out of it, it's a good story. The cast, I don't even think we brought up Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Oh,
did we?
my
dude.
God.
Which
he
How did
was
we forget about
perfect
him?
in
Which
this
is
movie.
shocking. It-
Dude,
like,
his stance, like, stiff as a board with everything he did,
Yeah.
opening the door just like so. I don't
he
know,
plays the
fluidly.
in the middle, I don't want to be here awkwardness so perfectly.
That scene when everybody's like, "Give me $1,000 and I'll suck your dick,"
Yeah.
and he's
He's
like,
like,
"Okay." Just starts nervous laughter.
Yeah, he's just always in the middle of shit that he's just like, I get paid well.
He's a dude that's so proud of his boss.
yeah.
Yeah.
that
oh
he
my
takes the job
God.
so serious. He's like, whenever he's showing him the board of or the wall of achievements, he's like, this is this and this
Now,
happened.
now we're
this.
opening the door because now I'm thinking about where
Dude,
Goodman picked
he's
up
so
his
good.
boss and like was like, he can stand, I know it.
Oh my
His
God.
drops. I mean, there's so much stuff we're gonna miss, guys.
Dude.
But yeah, but
Yeah, Philip.
We'll leave the rest for
Yeah.
you all to watch.
yeah,
So.
but 8.5, man, because it's so much more than a comedy. It's a top-notch comedy, and then you got the little bit of action in there too. Not a whole lot, but enough. And then I got Goodman bites a fucking ear off, and there's a little bit of drama. The way it's shot, it just feels very purposeful. Great story in a weird way, and it just works on all fronts. It's more than one genre. And it succeeds with being more than one genre. Got to have this as a great movie.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same ballpark as you all. I'm in that 8.5 range. Great movie. The chemistry between the main characters is flawless.
Yeah.
Couldn't have casted that any better. If you haven't seen this movie, go watch it. Definitely go
Or
watch it.
rewatch it.
Yes, rewatch it. It's
We've
definitely
rewatched it. It's
Definitely
great.
worth a rewatch. Rodney, what's your score?
8.5 for me.
So we're all-
The cinematography is what I like
It's
probably
great.
the most. You got Roger Deakins, if you didn't know this.
Oh,
as
Roger?
yeah.
You know
That's
him too,
my
don't you?
friend.
I don't know him personally. I know his
Y'all
friend.
both know him. That's
No,
right.
he's like the probably best cinematographer around, and he's done a lot of big ass movies. But for him to do this movie and the way it was shot, kind of like,
He shot this in The Matrix back to back, didn't he?
oh yeah, The Matrix. Yeah, no,
I'm just saying.
and
shit.
but yeah, so it's I don't know, everything about this movie is just what seems like almost flawless.
no, it's not like a
but-
bird going.
Pterodactyl.
Sorry about that.
It's
My-
solid though.
my
8.5 for
daughters-
me.
Yep. So
Wow.
we're all right
We're
there.
all
In
at
that
8.5.
This is a
Yeah.
very good movie.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is in some weird way, through all the craziness of this movie, it feels so grounded and real. And the way it can capture all those things and encapsulate that in a bubble is amazing. And even though the dude wasn't a fan of the Eagles, I think that's the biggest thing you can take away from this is just how chill he was. And even though he wasn't a fan of the easels,
He doesn't like easels, man.
That you'll see why I said that. I mixed up with easy. He still liked to take it easy, and that was so appealing for me to watch.
Got kicked out of a taxi because of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How fucking random is that? You don't like the Eagles, but you love taking it easy. Yeah, great flick,
right.
dude. I should have executed that better, but I had that as like an outro type thing.
You did good.
Yeah, good enough.
You did good.
Shit.
So you think we're ready to record?
Thanks, bro. Tap on that. Oh, you didn't press record.
So I guess we can do movie of the week. I think we're gonna start doing this a little bit different. Instead of each of us having a different movie of the week, we're gonna have one movie of the week, and then all kind of throw in our little piece on it. So this week it is a good movie called A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints.
9.5. No, I'm just playing. Just throw out
I
the
don't know if you
score.
can see that. And this is a
Maybe.
very good movie, and it's one of Rodney's favorite movies.
It's in my
So
top 50.
I'm going to let him kind of dive into what this movie's about. He's going to give it more justice than I will.
All right, Guide to Recognizing Your... I don't think I've seen this.
That would be such a Rodney move.
No.
It's in my top 50.
Pass.
Okay, so A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints, top build cast. I mean, the cast alone is amazing. You got Robert Downey Jr., Rosario Dawson, Shia LaBeouf, Channing Tatum, Chaz...
Palomari?
Yeah, Palomar. Is that how you say it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, plays
I think it's
Ditto's
Palomari.
dad. But
Yeah.
this movie is actually it's like a autobiography in a way. The movie is about a young boy named Ditto Montiel, who is also the director of this movie. He directed this movie about himself based on
Yes,
his book
yes.
that he wrote. So and
That's the dream, dude.
Shia LaBeouf and Robert Downey Jr. played Ditto Montiel, the younger version, older version.
Yeah.
And it's just his life in Queens, New York, and how like shit was, and how he wanted to move to California for so long, and his dad would kind of not support him in that dream,
At
and
all.
like it's dealing with their friends, and then Channing Tatum's relationship with his father, and then his brother Giuseppe, who you got to watch the movie. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's crazy. Like this movie has so much heart, and it's so well acted and directed. Even this is Ditto's first movie too, by the way. And yeah, it's just a solid movie that you all definitely need to check out for sure.
Yeah, and the one thing about the movie that really stood out to me is how real it feels.
Yes.
Very real.
You feel like you're watching like
Somebody with a camcorder.
recording
their
life
life.
in Brooklyn in the late '90s or whatever. Like it's a very real feeling movie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have much to say about it. I remember really enjoying it, but I haven't seen it in a while. And it was kind of riding on the coattail of Shia LaBeouf, you know, and Channing Tatum, both trying to step out of that zone of, you know, not being taken seriously in a way.
The
And
typecast.
for two completely different reasons too, mind you. Like Shia LaBeouf is trying to break away from Even Stevens fame. You know, he had holes and all that going on, but still, he's trying to prove himself. And even now, this day, he's not in like as many big movies, but people respect him as an actor, especially if you watch movies a lot. And Channing Tatum didn't have the childhood thing to break, but he had the just a face thing to break. Like, oh, he's in Step Up and all that other shit. Like, I can't take this guy seriously. In comedy, everybody was kind of like, oh, with 21 Jump Street, it's cool, but can he be in these serious movies like Foxcatcher, this? And this was a movie that really helped kind of, you know, culminate that and for people to see those things. So I think it's very special to watch because you kind of got two guys on the cusp of that. And overall, man, it's just a great movie. It's got a good, you know, nice gritty feel and the realness, kind of like what you were talking about. And it's definitely worthy of checking out. I don't want to give away too much, but I just kind of want to give you the flavor of it and something fun extra to look forward to or to look for. Because I think that's kind of fun going in with that notion of like, oh, here we go. Like, it's Shia and Tatum, not necessarily before they lost, you know, that mantra that was on their backs and got that monkey off of it. And it's kind of fun watching them in this movie and being like, yeah, there's so much more than that.
I love this movie. I've never seen it,
You
but
need to
it's,
watch it.
You
it's
need to
definitely
watch it,
on my
yeah.
You need to take
to-watch
it.
list.
Take it home.
If these
Watch
three say it's a good
I thought you meant
movie,
like,
then
take it home.
it's a pretty great movie. So
I thought you meant like take it home, Tyler.
Just
Let them know about it.
Watch
Take
the
us
character development in it,
Yeah.
and then mainly focus on the relationships in this movie because there's so many different relationships it focuses on when it's family, friends, and all that. But like,
Love interest.
it's so deep. Like this movie's so deep. It's so good. And I present to you A Guide to Recognizing
You want to take it home and
Your
watch it?
Saints.
yeah,
If you're not going to watch
It's
it,
not on
don't
my
take it.
Voodoo because they don't have it for
That's
sale
the
on
limited
Voodoo.
edition steelbook. So
Yeah, I was gonna say,
watch it.
dude, that's real steel. Just cracks. I'm like, oh shit.
it
sorry
bends
about
both
that.
ways.
Start doing weird shit with it.
Are we gonna talk?
beautiful.
Are we gonna say what we're doing next week or keep that a surprise?
Yeah,
What do y'all
go
want
for
to
it.
do?
Should.
We're gonna have a show next week, guys.
That's
Man,
a little
that's a
hint
little-
right there. Do we just leave it there?
Let's just leave.
Let him guess.
It's making me laugh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right.
I have a condition.
That's the only hint we're gonna give. Follow us on Instagram at official box office banner. Follow us or subscribe to our YouTube page, please. We got 19 subscribers right now.
Need to get those numbers
we
up.
had like 2.
I forgot what I was doing.
We
Sorry.
had 2, but now we have 19. Every Thursday we put top 5s on there, and then we always put the podcast on there. And we're even gonna post videos of us just reviewing movies on our spare time. Like I might post a video, Rodney, Josh, Brandon, just our own personal videos on there. So please subscribe to that and the Facebook page, Brandon.
Facebook page, kind of covered it. Box Office Banner Movies, and I really emphasize the moo because there's 2 O's in that motherfucker, and it's in all caps. That is the movies with 2 O's in all caps. Join that group. We're almost to 400 members. We're supremely active for our lowered amount of members. And we've only been up and running for like 2 weeks. We're trying to get this shit popping. We're very interactive. The Top 5 Thursdays stems from that group. You get to pick what we do for Top 5 Thursdays. And I'll jump in on every week. I don't know for sure if everybody else is going to jump in every week. But so far, Rodney and Tyler have jumped on some shit. I just did Top 5 fight scenes. Tyler did
Top 5 sex scenes.
Yeah, that happened.
Hot and steamy.
And Rodney, it's not on our YouTube page because he's a fucking idiot.
He posted it to the wrong YouTube page.
He actually posted it straight to Facebook, which was a mess up. And then to fix it, he posted it to his YouTube page. So thanks for that, Rodney. I'm sure we should.
You go to what is
your
Lizard
personal-
King?
Yeah,
If you go to
Lizard King,
What-
LYZRD.
Oh, and you did Guilty Pleasures. And I'm like, dude, I
Top
wasn't
5
really
guilty
paying
pleasures.
attention to like what I was listening to, and you just listed off like 5 garbage movies. And I was like, this is the worst top 5 I've ever heard in my life. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, it's Guilty. I had to keep reminding myself. No, there's actually a couple I agreed with on that. But overall, y'all get to pick what we do a top 5 on. I'll post a thread every Monday. Y'all decide it. And now, I don't know if we're going to do it once a month or how we're going to do it, but we're going to let y'all pick a movie that we review as well now. So I'm basically going to post, and I'm going to have in the announcements, what movie would y'all like us to review? Y'all will name out a bunch of movies. We'll narrow it down to however many, and then we'll take it to a poll in the group, and whatever wins, we'll review it at some point. I don't know when that's coming into play, but it's something we're working on, and we already have a list of movies, and we'll put the poll up soon, and we'll get that shit popping too. It's a weird list of movies.
We'll give you a shout out too if we pick your movie.
Yes, 100%, and you know you'll feel like you just hit the lottery, I'm sure, because we're over here reviewing your fucking movie. But yeah, I think it'll be fun, man. But we're trying to make it more interactive, and then of course, like I said, dude, first when the person with the most invites to the group, that when we reach 500 members, dude,
It's $1 million.
do not say
Not
that. He's gonna spit his drink out. Oh no, is this gonna happen live?
I got it. I'm good.
Part of me was like, yes,
Do it,
spit. Now another part of me is like, this is my room. Let's not do this actually.
Oh, that
But
was
yeah,
good.
person with the most invites, it doesn't include us, obviously, when we hit 500 members, gets a Blu-ray, interactive as hell, fun as hell. Join Box Office Banner Movies, man, and we appreciate it. And stay tuned for that next movie.
All right.
It's going to be great. I'm just telling you.
Peace.
And love, tranquility.
Hit